Jumping it off will be Abby Vogel for the Lady Cavs and Chandler Alwine for the Titans. And the jump ball's up, and the tip goes to Leola Frederick. Caleb Padal gets the ball, brings it out to the wing, up top to Hines. Over on the other side of the wing. Alwine's looking at it, gets it down to the corner. Hines gets it into the lane, over to the baseline to Alwine. Skip pass, and a foul is going to be called on number. Ball underneath for Leola. Caleb Padal takes it out of bounds, gets it to Hines, who comes up from the top of the key. Shot no good. And that foul is going to go on number 2, Jamie Ewert. So 2 quick fouls to start the game for the Lady Cavs. And the first shot up by Savannah Hines is good. 2-shot foul. Second shot is good as well. So an early 2-0 lead for Leola Frederick Titans. Grace Inberry takes the ball out to Ewers, who will bring the ball up to the front court for the Lady Cavs. She sets it up and gets it off to the right wing to Grace. Off to Haley Klein for a 3, and good. 3-point shot for Haley Klein to start the game. It's a 3-2 early lead for the Lady Cavs. Chandler Alwine will bring the ball down for Leola Frederick. She'll swing the ball. Michaela Padal. She'll drive down. Dribbling down to the baseline. She tries to look for a pass, and it's tipped, deflected, and Abby Vogel comes up with it. And a jump ball is going to be called. Possession. Grace Inberry looking to inbound it. She'll get it into Abby Vogel, and she'll give it right back to Grace Inberry. So Grace will bring the ball up for the Lady Cavs. Set the ball up at the top of the key, and she swings it off to Stryer on the right side. They're looking to set a play. Ewert gets the ball, and she's going to drive the lane. Fouled and count it. Basket counts, and she's going to go to the free throw line for a 1-shot free throw, and it's up and good for Jamie Ewert. So a 6-2 lead for the Lady Cavs. Michaela Padal will bring the ball up to Leola. She'll set it off. Mackenzie Heilman, she's dead, and she'll look over to Hines. Hines will swing the ball back up to Padal. Padal's looking, she'll get it off to the right side to Elwine. Elwine swings it back up to Padal. April Hoffman gets the ball, and it's taken away, and Haley Klein retrieves it and throws a long pass over to Megan Stryer, who brings the ball down, but shot up and off the backboard. Leola Frederick with the rebound, and 6-2 lead. Aberdeen Roncalli. Grace Inberry will get it inbound to Haley Klein. We'll give it off to Jamie Ewert. Jamie's going to set the offense up for the Lady Cavs. Swings it off to Klein on the left-hand side, and up to the top of the key to Inberry. Over to Ewert. Up to Megan Stryer on the left. 3-point shot is up and good for Megan Stryer. So a quick start here for the Lady Cavs. They lead 9-2. Mackenzie Heilman will bring the ball to the front court for Leola Frederick, and she'll swing it off to Savannah Hines on the left baseline. Savannah puts a shot up, and it's no good, and rebound. Struggling for the ball are both Stryer and Hines. So Padal will inbound the ball. She'll get it to Mackenzie Heilman. She's dribbling, looking in the post. Nothing there. Gets it back to Padal at the top of the key. Over to Hines on the right wing. Leola Frederick being patient here. She gets it down to the baseline to Elwine and swings it back up to Heilman, who drives on the left-hand side and left hook up, and no good. Struggling for the rebound. And after the tip, it'll be Grace Inberry will inbounds for the Lady Cavaliers. So Abby Vogel will get it back to Grace, over to Jamie Ewert. Jamie Ewert will bring the ball up. She'll get it off to Haley Klein on the right wing. Back over to Ewert, who slides over to the left wing, up to the top of the key to Grace Inberry. Grace will drive. And a 3-second call is called on the Lady Cavs. So a turnover there on the Lady Cavs, and Leola Frederick will get the ball on the turnover. So Elwine will bring the ball to the front court for Leola Frederick. She'll slide off to the right wing and get it off to Padal at the top of the key. And Padal gets it over to Savannah Hines, who will put the ball down to the low post to April Hoffman. Now Leola Frederick's got the ball there. Mackenzie Heilman on the left wing. She's dribbling around looking for something, trying to set the offense up. She'll swing it off to Padal, who drives left baseline. Nothing there. Double teamed. And the ball is stolen, but Leola Frederick recovers it. Padal dribbling around here and looks to drive and goes up with the right-handed layup and no good. And Abby Vogel comes down with the rebound for Aberdeen Roncalli. So Jamie Ewer will bring the ball to the front court for Aberdeen Roncalli. And she's at the top of the key and she'll get it off to the left wing to Grace Inberry. Grace ball down to the low post. Nice pass to Abby Vogel. Shot up, no good. Rebound Leola Frederick by Savannah Hines. Michaela Padal will bring the ball to the front court for Leola Frederick on the rebound. And she throws the ball to the low post and it's batted away. And ball is tipped around. Leola Frederick comes up with it. And shot is put up by Mackenzie Heilman. No good. And ball is loose and she'll be out. Michaela Padal will take the ball out. She'll inbound it to Mackenzie Heilman. She'll look at the shot, put it up, no good. Rebound. And a foul was called, and that foul is going to be on April Hoffman. That's her first. 9-2 lead, Aberdeen Roncalli. Hewitt will bring the ball to the front court, and she'll swing it to Stryer. Stryer's looking, nothing there. Gets the ball down to the baseline to Grace Inberry. Cassandra Hines. So Mackenzie Heilman brings the ball up for Leola Frederick. She's looking to set it up, gets it off to the left wing to Savannah Hines, and shot is up and no good. Haley Klein comes down with the rebound and gets it to Megan Stryer. She gets it to Jamie Hewitt, who's going to drive down to the lane and shot up, no good. Leola Frederick comes up with the rebound, and in that, it's Megan's first. Checking into the game is Cassie Colm, and Abby Vogel will take a breather. Leola Frederick has the ball. April Hoffman on the left wing, and she's going to swing it back up to the top of the key to Savannah Hines. Savannah looks over to the right wing to Michaela Padal. She's got the ball. She's looking for a shot. Nothing there. Gets it off to Cassandra Hines. Cassandra bounced past the low post, and it's stolen away by Megan Stryer. That's her first personal. Checking into the game is Kennedy Lorenz. Megan Stryer will take a breather, and Roncalli gets the ball down and puts up the shot, and nothing there. And Leola Frederick gets the rebound, and Michaela Padal is going to come all the way down the court. Shot up, no good, and rebound by Mackenzie Heilman, and she puts up a two-point basket, and that is good. 9-4 is your lead for Aberdeen Roncalli. Jamie Ewer brings the ball into the front court for the Lady Cavs. Swings it off to the left wing to Haley Klein, the top of the key to Grace Inberry. A shot fake and a drive and up, and shot is good. So fourth team foul for Leola Frederick, and Grace goes to the line for the one-shot foul, and it's up and good. 12-4, Aberdeen Roncalli leads. Michaela Padal will bring the ball to the front court for Leola Frederick. Trying to set it up at the top of the key. She'll swing it to April Hoffman on the right-hand side. April's looking, nothing there. Dribbling around the right-hand side, and she picks up her dribble, and Cassie Colm was all over her. She gets the pass off to Michaela Padal, who tries to throw a pass across the lane. It's batted around, but Leola Frederick recovers it. She'll get it off to Mackenzie Heilman. Leola Frederick being patient, working the ball around, and the shot up by Cassandra Hines, a three-point shot, and that is good. 12-7 is your lead. Three-point basket by Cassandra Hines is good. 12-7, Lady Cavs lead. Grace Inberry has the ball and gets it over to Kennedy Lorenz, and a low post pass down to Cassie Colm, and shot up and good. Count the basket by Cassie. A whip. Grace Inberry will have a rest, and Cassie's going to the line for a one-shot foul. That is up and good. So Cassie converts that. Three-point play. It's 15-7, Lady Cavs, and Leola Frederick comes down, and they get 15-7 your score, and first shot for Cassandra Hines on the free throw is no good. Second shot up for Cassandra Hines is up and off the rim, no good. Rebound, Haley Klein. Haley will get it off to Jamie Ewert. Will bring the ball to the front court for the Lady Cavs. She's pressured by Michaela Padal. She'll swing it off to Haley Klein on the right baseline. Back to Ewert, up at the top of the key to Lorenz. Over to Klein in the right wing. Shot up by Haley and good. Three-point shot by Haley Klein. That's her second three of the game, and the Lady Cavs lead 18-7. Kenzie Heilman will bring the ball up, and she'll swing it to the right wing. Michaela Padal, and she's looking, being patient. She'll dribble down right baseline, nothing there. Ewert cuts her off. Cassandra Hines shot fake, shot up, and Leah Whip will inbound the ball to Grace Inberry, bring the ball up on the left-hand side. Grace will set up at the top of the key and swing the ball over to Kennedy Lorenz. Kennedy dribbles down to the right baseline, nothing there, loses it, but Leah Whip recovers. Pass is thrown over to Grace, but will now inbound the ball. Chandler Elwine brings the ball up on the right-hand side, and she's looking, and guarded by Leah Whip, and gets around her, and pass off to Elwine, and shot up by Chandler Elwine, and that basket is good. 18-9 is your score. Lady Cavs lead. Leola Frederick 18-9. 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Grace Embury has the ball. She looks to drive. So Roncalli turns the ball over on the offensive foul. 4 seconds left, and Padal brings the ball up, dribbling around, and puts up a three-pointer on the right wing, and it's up and no good. So at the end of the first quarter, here's in Northern Valley Communications. Thank you, our sponsors, for making this possible to bring the game into your living rooms this evening. Roncalli gets the ball at the start of the second quarter. Ewart brings the ball up to the forecourt and turn the ball over on possession here. So Leola Frederick ball. Padal gets it into Elwine, who will bring the ball up and gets it back to Padal on the right wing, and she's looking, nothing there. High elbow to Mackenzie Heilman, and she looks over to the left-hand side, gets it over to the baseline, and shot is up and rebounded by Leola Frederick. Padal retrieves the ball, and she gets it back up to Heilman at the top. They'll swing the ball to the left-hand side. Back up to Padal at the top of the key, and a pick is set and screen and roll, and to Cassandra Hines, and nice play there, but couldn't get the ball to go, so Roncalli gets the rebound, and Ewart gets the ball up and swings it over to Whip, and down to the baseline to Haley Klein, and she's looking, nothing there. Top of the key to Grace Embury. Three-point shot up and no good, and Chandler Elwine will get the rebound for Leola Frederick, and she'll bring the ball up, and she'll take the ball all the way to the baseline. The ball. Roncalli inbounds the ball, and Grace Embury is going to bring the ball up. Grace has it at the top of the key to the right elbow to Haley Klein, and a kind of give and go to Grace Embury. Basket up and good. Basket by Grace Embury is good, and scores 20-9. Aberdeen Roncalli. Leola Frederick setting it up, and a shot off on the left elbow by Mackenzie Heilman, and that shot's up and good. 2-point shot. The score is 20-11. Aberdeen Roncalli. Jamie Ewart brings the ball to the front court for Aberdeen Roncalli. She's going to drive all the way right side, and goes up for the layup on the right side of the lane, and up and good. So a 2-point basket by Jamie Ewart. 22-11 is your score, and Leola Frederick back their way. Heilman's got the ball at the top of the key. She's going to spin move, put the shot up, no good. About an 8-footer. Haley Klein with the rebound, and Roncalli's going to push the ball, and Ewart gets it off to Leah Whip, who bounce passes to Cassie Coleman. Puts up a 2-footer and no good, so Padal comes up with the rebound for Leola Frederick. She's going to bring the ball down to the right side, swings it to Cassandra Hines. Back up to Heilman, and she spin moves and puts the shot up. 2-point shot up and good for Mackenzie Heilman. 22-13 is your score. That basket was by Mackenzie Heilman. Got it at the right elbow, spun, spin move and went right side, and 2-point layup was good for her. Roncalli's got the ball, and they swing it over to Ewart on a left wing, and back up to the top of the key to Grace Embury for a 3-point shot, and that's up off the bankboard, no good, but rebound by Leah Whip, but she couldn't hang on to it. Cassandra Hines steals the ball and goes down for the layup, and it's no good. Rebound by Grace Embury, and Grace is going to push the ball and passes it off, but the ball will go out of bounds. So Cassandra Hines. Leola Frederick will bring the ball up. Mackenzie Heilman checks it up at the top and gets it off to Padal on the right wing, and gets it off to the other Padal. Mackenzie Heilman's got the ball on the right wing, and she's looking, nothing there. Skip pass across. Ball is tipped, and they're going to call it Heilman on the right wing across the lane. The ball must have been tipped and called out of bounds on Leola Frederick. So Aberdeen Roncalli ball. Jamie Ewart has the ball at the top of the key over to Megan Stryer, and Megan gets it back to Klein and over to Grace Embury. Grace gets it back to Haley Klein. 3-point shot on the right wing, up and no good, and rebound by Mackenzie Heilman. Heilman will bring the ball down herself, and she gets the ball over to Savannah Hines on the left baseline. Shot up, good look, no good. Rebound by Jamie Ewart, and she's going to push the ball. She's coming down the left-hand side. Bounce pass over to Grace Embury, and shot up, no good. Rebounded by Abby Vogel, and loose ball, and jump and take it out of bounds. And she'll inbound it to Megan Stryer at the top of the key over to Haley Klein, and back down to the baseline to Grace Embury for a 3-point shot, and that's good. Three-point basket by Grace Imberry is good, and Roncalli leads 25-13. Mackenzie Heilman brings the ball up to the top of the key and gets it off to Padal for a three-pointer on the right wing, and rebound, and Leola Frederick comes up with it, and she gets it off from Heilman on the left wing, who puts up a shot fake, and shot is up, no good. Grace Imberry has the rebound, and she's dribbling through traffic, and she gets the ball across the half-court line, and Grace sets it up and gets the ball down to Jamie Ewart in the left baseline, up to the top of the key to Megan Stryer, back to the left wing to Klein, and back to Ewart on the left baseline, bounce pass into Abby Vogel. Oh, Aberdeen Roncalli will be in a bonus situation. Roncalli inbounds it to Grace Imberry, who drives the lane all the way, and layup up and no good. Rebound by Leola Frederick. Keely Padal brings the ball down all the way, and pass off up the Chandler L line, and she puts a shot up, no good, and Jamie Ewart gets the ball and rebounds it. Jamie will bring the ball up for Roncalli. Picked up by Michaela Padal, and ball is stolen, and Michaela Padal comes up with it, and she's going to take the ball down and puts up the layup, and it's good. Two-point basket by Michaela Padal on the steal. 25-15 is your score. 2:52 left in the second quarter. Jamie Ewart bringing the ball up. Gets the ball off to the right wing to Grace Imberry. Up to Kennedy Lorenz, and over to Jamie Ewart. And over to Megan Stryer, who's going to put up a three-point shot, and that's up and good. Megan Stryer with a three-point basket is good. Mackenzie Heilman brings the ball up to Leola Frederick, over to Chandler L line, and over to Michaela Padal, and back to Mackenzie Heilman on the right wing, right baseline. Nothing there, and she gets it back to Michaela Padal, who's going to put up a three-point shot. Draws iron, no good. Abby Vogel rebound for Aberdeen Roncalli, and she's going to hand the ball off to Jamie Ewart, who's going to bring the ball up. And Jamie's going to drive, and nothing there. Gets it off to Kennedy Lorenz, and Kennedy's going to drive, and on the right side of the lane, and Leola Frederick comes up with the rebound, and Michaela Padal is going to bring it down and go right lane, and goes up for the layup, and good. Basket was good by Michaela. Foul was called on Cassandra Hines, and that's Cassandra's first personal, so Kennedy Lorenz is going to the free throw line for a two-shot foul, and her first shot is up and no good. So Kennedy Lorenz is at the line. She'll shoot her second foul shot here. Second shot is up and no good. Rebound Mackenzie Heilman, who'll bring the ball up for Leola Frederick. She's going to bring the ball all the way down to the lane, put up about a 4 or 5 footer, up and no good. And rebound by Taylor Jeffrey, and that ball was tipped. And Grace Imberry got it out of bounds, but Callie ball. Imberry will inbound it to Ewart. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Ewart's going to bring the ball up into the front court for Aberdeen Roncalli, and swings it off to the left wing to Grace Imberry. She'll get it back up to the top of the key to Ewart. Ewart's going to pass it around with Imberry here. 20 seconds left. Ewart now has the ball at the top of the key. Roncalli's going to take their time here and get the last shot of the quarter. Ewart has it on the right wing, and she's going to dribble. She dribbles left side down to the baseline to Kennedy Lorenz, who gets it up to Imberry. Imberry's going to drive and swings it out to Leah Whip, who pulls up for about the 10-foot shot, and it's up and good at the buzzer. Leah Whip with the basket at the end of the third quarter. Roncalli's got to hurry up out of their huddle from the timeout, and they inbound the ball. Klein gets it off to Imberry. He's going to bring the ball up, gets it into the front court. Imberry's going to drive on the right side of the lane and swings it back out to the top to Strider, who gets it off to Klein. Klein's going to pass it off to Imberry, and she's looking down low post to Abby Vogel. Abby swings it back out to Strider on the left baseline, and shot up, hits off the bankboard, and Leola Frederick comes up with the rebound, and Michaela Padal is going to bring the ball all the way down and up and good for Michaela Padal. She went full court with the rebound and brought the ball down the right side of the lane, went up for the layup, and it's up and good. 52-25 is your score, start of the fourth quarter. Roncalli has the ball now, and the foul is going to be called on Megan Strider at the free throw line. Her bonus free throw, her first one is up and good, but whistle blown and lane violation called on Aberdeen Roncalli, so Leola Frederick will take over on the turnover. Leola Frederick brings the ball front court. Michaela Padal has it, and she's going to dribble to the right wing and swings it off to Cassandra Hines, and rebound Aberdeen Roncalli, and Grace Imberry is going to bring the ball down all the way, and She's going to get the ball off to Haley Klein, and Haley swings it over the left-hand side to Leah Whip, who's going to drive, kicks it out to Stryer for another three-point shot, up no good, and rebound Mackenzie Heilman for Leola Frederick. So Mackenzie brings the ball down. She's going to bring the ball down to the low post, pass to Michaela Padal, who puts up the shot. It's no good, and rebound by Stryer, who gets it off to Imberry, and Imberry passes it off to Klein, and Klein's going to get it across the half-court line, and she's going to give the ball back to Imberry, and Roncalli's looking to set up a play here. Whip has the ball in the right wing, kicks it to Vogel, who kicks it back out to the top of the key to Haley Klein, who hits the three-point shot. Haley's third three of the game. 55-25 is your score. Michaela Padal has the ball at the top of the key. She's going to put up a three-point shot for Leola Frederick. Off the rim, no good, and ball off the leg of Leola Frederick to inbound the ball underneath their basket. Michaela Padal to Chandler Elwine, up and good. 2 points for Chandler Elwine on the inbounds. 55-27 is your score. Aberdeen Roncalli leads. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Imberry has the ball at the top of the key, dribbling around, and swings it over the left side to Whip, and she's going to look around, dribble, and gets it to Klein, and back over to Imberry. Roncalli working the ball in the perimeter here, and foul's going to be called on Aberdeen Roncalli. Offensive foul. That's Haley's second personal foul. 5th team foul of the half for Aberdeen Roncalli. Leola Frederick takes the ball over on the offensive foul call and brings the ball down, and Keely Padal is going to put up a shot on the first shot up for Haley Klein is up and good. Second free throw by Haley Klein is up and good. 57-27 is your score. Kenzie Heilman brings the ball up into the front court for Leola Frederick. She's dribbling at the top of the key. She's going to swing the ball over to Chandler Elwine, and Chandler's going to look around, and she's going to dribble the left-hand side, and she swings the ball back over to Michaela Padal. Skips past her, across the lane, and ball's tipped a couple of times, so it'll be Aberdeen Roncalli ball, and Imberry will inbound it to Ewert. He's going to bring the ball up for Aberdeen Roncalli, and she's going to swing it off the Whip, who kind of loses it, and gets the ball over to Grace Imberry, and Grace will get it off to Kennedy Lorenz, and baseline down to Ewert, and she's going to swing the ball back up to the top of the key and over to the left wing, and the ball is trying to be thrown into the low post, ball thrown away, and Michaela Padal comes up with the ball for Leola Frederick, and she gets it off to Mackenzie Heilman, who's looking and looks for a three, but nothing there. Michaela Padal looking, and she's being patient, dribbles the ball over to the right wing, and skip pass over to Mackenzie Heilman on the left elbow, and shot up, in and out, no good, but on the rebound, April Hoffman for the one-shot free throw. Count the basket was good. Her free throw was up and good. So 57-30 is your score with 4:45 left in the fourth quarter. That foul was called on Jamie Ewert. That's her second personal. 6th team foul on Aberdeen Roncalli. 57-30. Aberdeen Roncalli leads. Grace Imberry is going to bring the ball down. She's going to get it off to Kennedy Lorenz. She's going to swing it back up to the top. And Jamie Ewert is going to drive left side. Nothing there. And tries to throw the ball. Lorenz throws it away. And Chandler Elwine stole the ball, come down all the way for a right-handed layup, but couldn't make it. The ball was rebounded by Kennedy Lorenz and off to Ewert. He's going to bring the ball back up and off to Grace Imberry at the top of the key. And she's going to swing it to Kennedy Lorenz. And Kennedy's going to drive and swing it back out to Imberry for a three-point shot. Up and no good. And the ball is rebounded by Savannah Hines for Leola Frederick. And she'll get it off to Chandler Elwine. Chandler will bring the ball up and get it to the left baseline to Mackenzie Heilman. Nothing there. And she stopped. And she'll bounce past to April Hoffman off her leg. And 57-30 your score. 3:50 left in the fourth quarter. Ewert brings the ball up and swings it to Whip on the right wing. And Whip looks, nothing there. Down low post to Cassie Collin, but swung the ball back up to Grace Imberry, who free throws. That foul was called on Chandler Elwine. That's her second personal. First shot up by Cassie Collin was up and good on the two-shot foul. Cassie's second shot is up and good. So Collin is good on both free throws, and it's 59-30 Aberdeen Roncalli, 3:39 left. Mackenzie Heilman brings the ball down, and she's going to swing it to Savannah Hines for a three-point shot. And a long rebound, and ball goes out of bounds. And Cassandra Hines looking to inbound the ball for Leola Frederick. She gets it into April Hoffman, who's going to pass it as Savannah Hines is cutting. Elwine's taking the ball out. She's looking to inbound it. Leola Frederick looking to run a play. Bounce pass into Mackenzie Heilman, and she puts up a 5 or 6 footer turnaround, and it's up and good. 59-32 is your score. Basket was scored there by Mackenzie Heilman for Leola Frederick. So Aberdeen Roncalli ball now. They're working it around, and Ewer gets a low post pass to Cassie Coleman, who kicks it back out to Kennedy Lorenz. And in the process, a 3-second call is called. Madeline Martin and Amber Dix for Aberdeen Roncalli. They check into the game. 59-32 is your score. Savannah's going to shoot bonus free throws, and her first free throw is up no good. Rebound off to Cassandra Hines for Leola Frederick, so they get the ball back and gets it off to Heilman and over to Cassandra Hines. Bounce pass into April Hoffman. Ball's tied up by Kennedy Lorenz. Their basket. Keely Padal is looking to inbound it. She's going to bounce pass into Chandler Elwine, who cuts the lane and shot up no good. And rebound by Cassie Combe. Will get it off to Martin. She'll bring the ball up into the front court for Aberdeen Roncalli. She's guarded by Cassandra Hines. Ball is dead, and she gets the ball off to Amber Dixon. Traveling call is the ball back on the turnover traveling call. Chandler Elwine has the ball at the top of the key, and she's going to dribble, pick and roll, and foul is going to be called offensive on Leola Frederick. So we got Cassandra Hines and Elwine and Heilman and Jeffrey and Keely Padal for Leola Frederick. Martin brings the ball into the front court, gets it off to Lorenz, a low post pass down to Combe for about a 3-footer, and shot up no good, and ball is rebounded by Jeffrey for Leola Frederick, and she'll get it off to Elwine. Long pass to Cassandra Hines for the left-handed layup, and it's up and good by Cassandra Hines. Martin will get it off to Whip, and Whip will drive down into the lane and loses the ball, but gets it back and puts up a 2-point shot, and it's good by Leah Whip. 61-34 is your score. Leola Frederick has the ball, and Heilman's going to bring the ball down full court, down in the middle of the lane, puts up the little floater, and shot's no good, and ball rebounded by Kennedy Lorenz, and she gets it off to Whip, who's going to bring the ball up. She's going to bounce pass off to Dix, and Dix is going to kick it back out to Martin. Top of the key to Lorenz, and Whip now has the ball, and she shot fakes, and she's going to drive, and she gets pushed with a foul. So Whip at the free throw line for the double bonus free throw, and her first shot, her first free throw is up and good. First free throw is good. Whip second shot, bonus free throw is up and good. So Whip makes both of her bonus free throws, and Cassandra Hines brings the ball up into the front court for Leola Frederick, and she's going to drive down to the free throw line, and she's going to kick it out to Elwine, and Elwine's looking, and she's going to bounce pass into Hoffman, and foul is going to be called. Foul called on Aberdeen. Hoffman will go to the line for the bonus free throws, and violation is called on the shot on Hoffman, so Roncalli will take over possession. Martin's going to bring the ball into the front court, screened by Amber Dix, and now pass off to Dix, and scramble for the ball, and jump ball is called. Their basket. Roncalli looking to set it up, and she gets it into Martin. He's going to drive to the right-hand side of the lane, kicks it out to Dix for about the 15-footer. No good by Amber Dix, but rebounded by Madeline Martin. Shot no good, and rebounded by Kennedy Wren. Shot put up no good. Martin gets the ball, and she's going to kick it out to Everson, and Everson puts up the free throw shot, no good, and on the rebound that's there for Aberdeen Roncalli, and couldn't come up with anything. 45 seconds left. 63-34 is your score, Aberdeen Roncalli. Leola Frederick has the ball, and Hoffman's looking, nothing on the right wing, and dribbles around, and she's going to kick it to Keely Padal, and Elwine cuts to the lane and shot up good. About a 10-foot shot by Chandler Elwine, cutting into the lane and passing Keely Padal, and 63-36, 24 seconds left. Jenny Everson has the ball for Roncalli. She kicks it out to Amber Dix. Dix is going to get it back to Everson, and she's looking, nothing there. And ball's batted out of bounds, and it'll be Aberdeen Roncalli ball. Martin will bring the ball up for Aberdeen Roncalli, and she's going to get it off to Everson. Everson's looking, and that'll be the end of your game. So Aberdeen Roncalli 63, Leola Frederick 36. Give me about 2 minutes and I'll be back for some final stats.